Hi Stampers! Today we're going to make this card. It's called the Napkin Fold card. And when you take the belly band off, let me show you what that looks like. And once you take the belly band off, then the card opens up like this. Love it! Oh my gosh. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so you're going to need a piece of 12 by 12, and I'm using the Very Vanilla. And we're going to score this at 3 and 9. Then you're going to turn it and score at 3 and 9. 3 and 9. Okay, so now you're going to go ahead and fold all the score lines. And I find if you fold it again the opposite way, it will fold a lot easier. You can use your bone folder to make a crease score line there. Okay, so once you have your folded score lines, then you're going to find the center of your cardstock, which I'm going to use the new cutter. Okay, so we're going to use the new cutter for finding the center of the card. And since this is 12 by 12, we're going to line this up at 6 inches. And then on the cutting arm, we're going to make a little dot at the 6 inch. Okay, so that's going to be the center of the card. Okay, so then next you're going to take your points and you're going to fold it up to the center point that we just made. Lining each of the folds up next to each other up to the center. Okay, so once again, we're going to go ahead and fold both ways. Okay, so we're back to where we started now. So now the next part we're going to do is we're going to fold in on the 3 and the 9 inch score lines right here. We're just going to do one corner at a time. So you're going to fold this in, and you're going to take this triangle point right here, and you're going to fold this up, and it automatically wants to fold in. So then you're going to fold it, and then this corner is going to fold in on itself. So you should have a little square on your corner now. We're going to do this 4 more times, so you'll get the hang of it here. Okay, so you're going to take your next corner, and this part is going to fold in on itself to make your next square. Okay, so now this part we're going to do at the same time. So you're going to fold it up, and it should automatically want to fold into your squares, just like that. So after these two are done, you're going to fold the bottom section up, and it should fold into place with your 4 squares. Just going to fold this down. Okay, so now your card should look like this. So now the next part, we're going to take the points and we're going to fold them back onto the other opposite side of the point. Do my bone folder here. And you're going to do all 4 sides the same way. Okay, so now your card is done. So now this is what it looks like when it's opened. Okay, so it uses a 12 by 12, and then it just closes up like that. So now let's go ahead and decorate it. Now we're going to use some designer paper. Okay, so I'm using the Be of Good Cheer designer paper, and we're going to use one piece cut at 5.5 by 5.5. It's a square. And then you're going to need 2 pieces cut at 5.25 by 5.25. So let's grab the cutter. Okay, so first we're going to grab the 5.5 by 5.5. And you're going to make your triangle cuts. So you're going to cut 4 out of this one piece. So there's 2. And then you're going to cut your 2 pieces out of that one piece. Okay, so you should have 4 large triangles from that piece. Then the 2 pieces at the 5.25 by 5.25, you should get 8 pieces from one piece. So you're going to end up with a total of 16. So you're going to cut that in half. Cut that in half, and then you're going to cut those in half. Okay, so you should have 8 pieces with the one 5.25 by 5.25. So then we're going to go ahead and cut the second piece same way. So let me do that really quick. Okay. All right, so now we should have 16 triangles and 4 of the larger triangles. So then for the center of the card, you're gonna use a piece of cardstock, and this is cut at 5.75 by 5.75. And then I'm using a piece of Very Vanilla, and this is cut at 5.5 by 5.5. So those two are gonna layer together. Just like that. So let's grab the card. Now this is going to go in the center of your card, right here. Okay, now we're just going to take the smaller triangles and we're just going to layer them onto all the smaller triangles onto the card. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so now I put adhesive on all the smaller triangles and also the larger. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start placing them onto the card. So let me do this really quick. Okay, so now the card is totally decorated. Oh my gosh. Now when you fold it, it's going to give it a totally different look. So let's fold it up together. Okay, so now this is what the card looks like closed. Isn't that pretty? I love it. So then you would open it up. So now let's do the belly band here. I got a piece of Very Vanilla. This is cut at 2 by 12. And then another piece of the Be of Good Cheer, and this is cut at 1 3/4 by 12. So I'm just going to go ahead and layer these two together. Okay. Now, what I found with this card is the base is pretty much a 6 by 6 when the card is finished. So this 12 by 12 piece does not fit all the way around the card when you're wanting to use a belly band. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and take 2 dimensionals, fold the belly band around, and just put a dimensional on either side. See, it's just a little bit short. And then I'm just going to remove the dimensionals. Then once you get your dimensionals on there, then I went ahead and stamped this Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and this is from the Delightful Dozen, and I punched that out with the 2.5-inch circle punch, and I'm just going to kind of fill in that gap with the greeting. Isn't that pretty? So then here's the finished one that I made for my husband. Love it. And on his, what I did is I just took a whole bunch of sayings that remind me of him. Like, you know, wonderful, love you, you are simply wonderful. And of course it was for his birthday, so I wanted to kind of, you know, express my feelings in just short little stamped images. So that's it. That's how you make the napkin fold card. Now I'm going to show you how to make the envelope, and I'll do that in another video because this card is way too big to fit into a standard size envelope. So, but I'll get that video filmed here shortly. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later. Bye.